So as I mentioned in my Miller 211 welder review, I've had some issues with my plasma cutter, and that's why I installed that water separator that you have on there. Anyway, I've still had some problems with it. I was talking to a buddy of mine, the guy in the recommended channel, Gasoline. He's got a really nice plasma cutter. It's worth, you know, more than a couple thousand. But anyway, he says that when you just hit the trigger on his, I think I paid $400 for mine. He says when you just hit the trigger, that it does a pilot, and that there's a little bit of an arc in there. This one, it blows air, but that's it. To get this started, and he says also on his, he just has to hold it however far the cutting distance is. Usually I like to stack my hands or whatever to keep the right cutting distance. But he says he just hits his and it goes. When I do that with mine, I don't get anything. It won't come on unless I touch it, and then once I touch it, the tip sticks to it, and then I blow out the tip. So anyway, I'll strike it, and then it'll cut. You see, like right now, it's actually cutting pretty good. It's not cutting real clean. It actually blown out a little bit. Look at the condition of the tip. You can see that it's got a big gaping hole in it now. So, and that's the trouble that I've been having, is that I get a real nice little cut going for a little bit, and then the tip just melts away. So I've been going through consumables like crazy. You can see the line through this, it's just really sloppy. It doesn't look very good at all. We'll try it again. If I hold off away from it a little bit, seems like it spreads out more. Look at that tip, how hot that is. Maybe I'm holding too close, but when you start off, you have to touch it, and so, I don't know. We'll try switching out the tips and see what difference that makes. You can see that it's just kind of blobbing. So it is cutting it, but at the cost of having the consumables be obliterated. You know, it gets really blunt and really, you know, large diameter quickly. I had suspected that something was burned up in the torch and that there's some type of fault there, but as I look inside of here, it looks like it's nice and clean, round, nothing's burnt. The cord, everything on the hoses is fine. So anyway, we'll take a brand new set of consumables, with the exception of the spinner, because I don't have a lot of those. So we'll take this. This will also show you how these work. You have your ceramic here, and you dump your tip in there. See how it's got a plus and a teeny little hole? See if I can get a good shot of that. So anyway, you drop that in there, rattle it in, and then you take the post here, put the spinner on it with the holes to mix the vortex, and we'll put those together. Make sure I get that all in there properly. Looks good. And then I take that and put it into the gun. You'll know if you got it right or not, or if you're stacked right or not, if this goes on all the way. If this zoomed in, it's really tough to keep in frame. So again, I am a millimeter, maybe 2 millimeters from the work, and it's not igniting. So I'll strike it. And I've only been cutting for a matter of seconds. I look at the tip and it's actually kind of okay still. It's not horrible, but it is a little bit consumed. Performance on this crap. I think I'll turn this so that you can see. So I'll get in close. I'm about 1 millimeter away, hit the trigger. And it's actually going now. I don't know why, but not setting real great. I don't know why. Anyway, I was cutting it at about, oh, it's only at 27 amps. Let's crank it all the way up to 50. See what difference that makes. And on a welder, you got to have it turned up appropriately enough to melt stuff together. But let's see. I think it's operator error. I want it to be operator error because I can correct that. A little better. And that's doable. See, it's so hit and miss. A lot of that being wide at the beginning is just me fumbling around with it, but then it got going. See, that's not the thickest gauge material, but it's not a hot knife through butter. That's turned up to 50 on the amps. Let's try again. See, I wasn't real close that time. Let me see if I can get a little closer. I know I'm toast then. See, striking that just completely blew out the tip from touching it. If I could start without touching, that would be great. It's my understanding that that's the way it's supposed to work. But this one, this tip's pretty much toast. It's like whenever you strike it or touch it, you get into trouble. I can see it sparking. And now it's just all blown out. That tip's wasted. Look how big that is. It's totally blown out. So anyway, if I could figure out how to get the blankety blank thing to start without blowing tips, you know, for one, it'd be a more feasible tool to be using on a regular basis. Because as it is, I'm blowing through tips and consumables like nobody's business. Just really going through them. So anyway, practice, practice, practice. I know a lot of these things are a skill, but this one's just, I don't think it's working properly. Alright, I've reloaded another tip. It's round 4. See if I can get this thing to start without striking it, you know, without making contact with the work. I can see electricity between it. I can see like a little lightning. It looks like a static electricity shock between the two. It's gonna blow apart. Not blown apart yet. But it's like the lightning arc seems to jump around all over the tip. Like say, I don't know, say that my hand is the tip and this is the work and this is the center where the thing should be coming out. It like jumps all over the place. It's like all over without being a real straight shot. I think either the spinner's not spinning or something's not working properly. I'm not sure what. I wish I knew. Alright, round 5. I turned the spinner over, so now it's speeding counterclockwise. I think in the northern hemisphere it's supposed to do that. I'm just getting desperate now. I have no clue why this isn't working properly. Keep getting stuck. There we go. And then once you get it up and running, it's awesome. That's great then. That's a little bit wide. So if I could figure out how to get into that sweet spot more quickly, wouldn't be so hard on material. Let's cut that into some of this heavier plate and see what it does. Now we're doing some business here. I'm going to shut down just because I'm afraid I'm getting hot. See, and the tip isn't even glowing now. The tip's doing fine. And look at it, it's working good. It's like you have this hit and miss experience with the thing. You want to see what it did? And that little go, I mean, it just got up and boogieing. I mean, I cut down here, cut down there, and then cut down into the thicker stuff, the thicker material, 1/4 inch, and it just got the boogie on. It just got going. So I wish I knew what the difference was. I wish I knew what the deal was. See, and look at the arc that just comes out. Interesting. See, look at all the blobs and all the globbing that's present here, and I know that that's not supposed to be the case. I think probably a lot of that's going to just bust off, probably just slag or whatever, but anyway, I sure like to have this work consistently with success. Let's try going for it with just a big fat blob. Let's see, what should we cut? Let's try starting on this thicker material and see if I can burn down into that hole. Put it down, get close. It's all over the place now. Let's go. I got stuck on there for just a half a second and it just blew it up. So that's the thing, if this thing would go, if it would kick up and rock without touching, the tips would last for, I can't imagine this ever working on a CNC machine, you know, some computer navigated circuit thing or whatever. Man, what a mess. Look at that. Anyway, so that's my review with my horrible lack of skill. I'm hoping to blame it on that it's just me, but anyway, I don't have anybody to teach me or to try it or to demonstrate. It's one of those things I buy on eBay and, you know, hope for the best and just hope to figure it out. I bought a whole pile of consumables, you know, to budget, you know, some learning time, but we'll see what happens.